talked in a while, man. Like right, like in the web we had a like group interaction, but one on one,
Yeah.
like was on Playdrive, right?
Yeah, probably. Way too long.
Yeah, so like your book came up in the chat in the web chat. Dude, that website was it like another friend of yours that created it, or
Yeah, so basically it was Kevin Owaki in the Gitcoin ecosystem saw me give the presentation in Portland, and he said we gotta make this a book. And yeah, I mean for me it's like, if we can get the ideas out there, then seeing what sticks, throw a bunch of spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks. And honestly, this was probably the first chunk of content that people are like remixing already. And I mean, this is also part of being in the Green Pill network. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Walkie's the MycoPunk guy," and I'm like, "Sure, let him have the credit," because I can't deal any more inbound anyway. And also, it gets translated into 15 different languages, and people are putting together like AI remixes of the book content, and like I was like, "Wow, this is cool that people are engaging." And I would love to make even more like, I mean, books are good, but words are too static. I feel like having like video, especially like, animations of these things make it so much more like digestible for people. Even though it's a fairly like light book. I consider it a light book. I didn't go into detail on these things. It was like 3 paragraphs per topic kind of thing. But I know, I handed it to my mom and she was like, "I'm going to take a while to read this." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And sometimes I don't know how deep, the vocabulary rabbit hole goes, I guess. We're talking about emancipatory technologies and people are like, "Whoa, whoa, I'm scared." And I'm like, "Why? It's emancipation, technology, emancipatory
yeah,
technology. We don't have to be scared of these things, but I get it. Not everybody uses some of
yeah,
these words." So,
our circles, the word mixing is like very common, right? Like everyone just does
yeah,
it, mix things together. Of course, you get the vibe, but for many people, it's like I never heard that word. What is that? Yeah,
yeah, totally. So yeah, I mean, I know we haven't chatted much, but like anytime I see a good explainer video, like this Marcus Barrick, who again, like people just reach out from nowhere and they're like, "Oh, I've been following your work for years. I feel like you'd like some of this content." And I watched his videos. Actually, he first sent me his death metal, Malachian death metal, and I was listening to it, and I'm like, "This is great!" Like the fact that people are like taking Moloch and the God of Uncoordination, like remixing it into like death metal like art that you can like express the frustration of like coordination failures. And I was just like, this is awesome. So anyway, I went deeper into his stuff, found his videos, and I was just like, oh my God, this is so good. Like these topics just need to be unpacked in this way. I think it really helps. And it reminded me of a lot of your videos as well. So that's what caused the most recent um, interest in reconnecting, because I feel like we all of this, I feel like we have so much work to do. We just haven't figured out A, how to fund it, B, exactly where to start, or C, like the main focus of it. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons. Every time I see a great video, I'm like, man, I got to do more stuff with David.